Hello everyone, I'm Sophie and I'm currently at Kecara Forest Retreat, Bentong, Malaysia. And this is the book that I will be reading from, Nothing Changes, Everything Changes. This is by my guru, His Eminence, the 25th Sam Tuku Rinpoche. I'll be reading from page 45, the topic Nothing Changes, and on repaying the kindness of others by changing your attitude. So as usual, I'll go to a picture to share with you. There you go. This is my guru with some of the students. Page 45, repaying the kindness of others by changing your attitude. So when you have a change of attitude and you do Dharma on the basis of for others, you will not be disappointed. You will not be sad. You will not give up. You will never ever let go, and you can bear all difficulties no matter what is said to you, what is done to you, what happens, even if you have to lose people, even if you have to give up people. Lord Buddha lost his parents. Lord Buddha lost his wife and his child, Rahula, his beautiful son. In ancient India tradition, your first son is a very big deal, very, very big deal. And for him to lose his son and lose his beautiful wife, Yashodhara, beautiful, she was the fairest in the land, and of course, how many courtesans can he have? And prestige and power and money, youth, his beautiful body, his fabulous hair, his great clothes, the elephants, the armies, and all that he stands to inherit from his father. Because these days, when we know our parents are rich, we are sitting there waiting for it. When? When are we going to get it? When? And we live our lives in such a way, when? When do I get it? When? The minute one of our parents pops off, the traditional mourning, because we get paid for cry, because we are going to get an inheritance. 49 days, chop, chop, chop. Om Mani Padme Hum. See you later. Hope you take a great rebirth. Let's make a Buddha statue from KMT. See you later, mommy. See you later, daddy. Can I have the money now? And we pay off our bills. We pay up for who we want. We get our girlfriend. We get our boyfriend. We go out. We go to Australia. We go to America. We go to New York. We go to Honolulu. We go wherever we've been dying to go. Thank God somebody died so I can not die waiting to go. And we don't actually think in that negative way, but subconsciously it's there. Why? We've been thinking like that for many lifetimes. We are dependent on other people. We don't take responsibility. We want things. So that's natural. It's not evil, but it's natural. All of us. In one way or another, all of us have leached off our parents in one way or another. All of us. So, like that, every single person has been our parent, and every single person will be our parent again. And we need to repay the kindness of our parents in this life, past lives, and future lives. Why? Who's more kind to us? The parents of previous lives, current lives, or next life? It's equal, isn't it? So, how do we repay them back? By changing our attitude. How do we change our attitude? By doing things for others. And how does that repay their kindness? Because we collect great amounts of merit, and we don't collect negative karma, and we can dedicate that merit to all mother sentient beings, and therefore we repay their kindness. Yes, every time we are aware, we repay their kindness. Every time we hold our anger and we reduce it, we repay their kindness. Everybody's kindness. Yes, Melvin was my mother once. Yes, Zahil was my mother once. A long, long time ago. I can't remember anymore. It was very traumatic. Yes, a long time ago. Millie was my mother once. Can you believe that? I came out of Millie and she fed me, and that time I'm sure they don't have bottle feeding. And just visualize this one. Fat monk was my mother once. Fat monk, monk fat. FM was my mother. I suckled fat monk's breast once, and he changed my diapers and cleaned my lower parts. Fat monk was my mother once. So I owe Fat Monk something. I owe everybody something. And therefore, when we practice Dharma, we practice for others. When we have that attitude, it's for others. You will never give up. And do you know what? You will not give up on others as they don't give up on their own, or as if you don't give up on your children, on your own boyfriend, on your girlfriend, on your wife, your parents. You will not give up. I will tell you why. A growing sense of universal responsibility opens up in your mind. Universal responsibility. And that is, I will bring happiness to everyone that comes to me. And whatever method I employ, whatever I have to give up, whatever I have to sacrifice, others are more important than me. Universal responsibility. And that's really wonderful. Thrive on confusion. Thrive on nasty people, thrive on weirdos. Page 46. So, the purpose of our center has always been, is, and always will be to help people get knowledge to change their perspective. And whether they are Buddhist or not, it doesn't really matter, but to change their perspective, because then suffering becomes less. So hence, for all of us to be motivated to read our little Dharma books, read our Dharma, sorry. So hence, for all of us to be motivated to read our little Dharma books and watch our little Dharma DVDs. It's a little difficult because for every single lifetime, we have been having a great time partying, and all of a sudden, someone comes along and says, what are you going to do when the party stops? It's a little difficult to stop and just get off that turnstile or just get off the podium and start meditating. But we need to do Dharma for others. Please remember that. So when you do Dharmas for others, you don't say, oh, they did that to me. That's why I'm not doing it anymore. They say that to me. That's why I'm not doing it anymore. I went there and one gave me a black face and I'm not doing this anymore. I went to KMT and guess what? Somebody was rude to me. I'm not going there anymore. Oh, they are not organized. They are not ready. They don't have money. They don't have a system. They are mean. They are rude. We all complain about that. Yeah. Welcome to samsara. And therefore, I'm not going to practice. Silly, because you ain't going to find any place that has a perfect practice anywhere. But if we change our attitude, everything becomes perfect. I'll tell you why. Because everything that we encounter becomes practice. And that's why, for Dharma practitioners like us, who really want to make a difference in our lives and the lives of others, we will thrive on confusion, thrive on anger, thrive on mischief, thrive on nasty people, thrive on weirdos, thrive on people who are just totally out of it, and just test your patience to the end. We will thrive on it. Do you know why? Because they don't disturb you. Just think, before Dharma and after, how much you can tahan from people. Maybe before Dharma, if someone did something to you, you had walloped them, you had slapped them silly, catch them in the parking lot somewhere and slap the crap out of them. But after Dharma, you visualize slapping them. You don't slap them anymore, just visualize. Then, after a few more years in Dharma, you don't even visualize. You think, poor thing. Oh, yes. So with Dharma, you know what happens? You know what's Dharma? Dharma is very beautiful. Dharma is to protect us. Protect us from what? Doing more actions that harm. So the more difficulties we have, the more we have an opportunity to absorb and transform. And when we take refuge in the Holy Three Jewels, we are acknowledging to Lord Buddha, I will absorb other people's suffering, everyone's. I will take other people's suffering. I am happy to take it. And along the way, I may fall down, but I will stand up again. And I will fall down and I will stand up again. But the point is, I stand up. That's what happens when we take refuge. So that's very, very important. I'm very, very happy to have these little classes because I enjoy very much sharing the Dharma with you. That's actually my passion, besides reading Dharma and videos and going to sleep early. My passion is Dharma and elucidating Dharma. I don't think of myself as a great Dharma teacher. What I think of is this. For some reason, I have some retentive ability of Dharma. I can remember Dharma quite clearly and well, and from many gurus, and I would love to convey this to all of you because all of you haven't had the fortune to yet meet these great lamas, or probably never will because some of these have passed away. So I may be able to do that and I enjoy it. I don't know how to say it. I not only look forward to things like this, I enjoy it, I thrive on it, and I feel I have done something good with my life after I have finished. When I go home from a Dharma talk, I actually sit there very high and very happy for many days. And I will talk about it with a few people around me, a few people who forced me to have my foot massaged. You know, I'm forced. They are like, please, can we make merit from massaging your foot? And I'm like, oh, all right, here. I'm on a high. Do you know why? Because I did something good in my life. I listened to the Dharma, I absorbed some of it, and I retained, and I'm able to share with others, and I feel really good. I feel very high. Nothing else makes me higher, and therefore doing VCDs and tapes, and having a center, and Dame Kang, all this, it's an extension of that. So I'm happy to be recorded and taped and distributed and encourage this in the writers group because I want the Dhamma to go out. I'm not trying to be a star for the sake of being a star because if I wanted to be a star, there's other way to be a star. There's much, much better ways, much, much faster and easier ways, much, much better. And I would have done it 20 years ago when things were not prone to gravity. So me wanting videotapes and VCDs and people and Dharma Center and also our outlets KMT, DMT, KP, YMTs are an extension of this passion to bring Dharma to others in any way, shape and or form. Writing, visuals, verbal, speech, it's a passion to bring Dharma to others. And then when I talk to other people, and when they do this, I feel passionate to talk to people who are passionate about that. Do you know why? Not because we share the same dream, because I admire that you also have compassion, that all of you have compassion, and I can draw inspiration from this compassion. That when we do Dharma work, we work very hard and we don't give up. And we really pursue because we have compassion for others. So for even one person, I can become sick or whatever, talk to them, advise, it doesn't really matter, or give or help. Why? Because if that person can convey the Dharma to other people in some ways, then my passion is fulfilled. That's my passion. And therefore, hence all the stores and the expansions, even this furniture is an extension of this. Because if people see this, they will get attracted by this appearance. They come in, they want to know more, they learn more, they ask more, and then I want to learn Dharma, and then they want to learn Dharma more, and they transform. All this is for Dharma. Why else? The whole purpose of these gatherings and the whole purpose of getting together is to learn to do things for others, to change our perspective, to widen. That's the whole point. And that's why I'm very excited to do things like that. And I am very excited to have people join all of us to do things like that. And I would like people who are effervescent, enthusiastic, and really like to do things, and really take their own share and take their responsibility, don't need to be pushed and prodded to do. Do you know why? When you are not pushed and prodded to do things, and you do things and you do it well, you know what it is? You are compassionate and you want to repay kindness. When you have to be pushed and prodded, you have to be forced, it's a clear indication that you are not very compassionate, and you have to become compassionate, because compassion begets compassion. It's very simple. And if you make excuses for not learning the Dharma or doing the Dharma for any valid reasons, somebody was nasty to you, whatever, also is not very good, because then you're doing Dharma on the basis of something, not for something. That's a very big difference when you do it for. Okay, I will stop here. And I do attest to that, because Rinpoche is very, very passionate about Dharma, and because I serve Rinpoche quite directly, and oftentimes Rinpoche doesn't sleep a lot, because he will be spending time on thinking how to spread the Dharma in the various ways that it may be able to reach out, to people, and to bring them into Dharma so that they learn and they are able to overcome their own minds that, bring all the unhappiness. So Rinpoche is very, very passionate. Towards the end of his life, he only slept like maybe 2-3 hours a day. Even, during the normal times then when we serve him, he's only sleeping like between 4, and then at the longest it will be like 6 hours, and that's like broken up. So that's how Rinpoche lived his life for the Dharma. Well, thank you for sharing your time with me, and I do hope that you join me as I continue on with the book. And now I will end this with a completion dedication in Tibetan. Jang yo sen jo rinpoche ma ke pa nam ge yu shi ke pa nam pa me pa yang go ne go du pe wa shu to ni to wa rinpoche ma ke pa nam ge yu shi ke pa nam pa me pa yang go ne go du pe wa shu da so ji ne sa pa ge wa di tan tan ro wa kun kan pa tang je pa je su no san tra pa yi tam ping in po rin tu sa se shu ke wa kun tu yan na la ma da tra mi cho ki pa na lo cho ching sa dam nang yi yat de ra zo ne do je chang yi ngo pa ngo tu su ke wa di nyu du da la ma sang gyu dro ne dro wa chi ke ma lu pa ne yi sa la go pa shu cho ki ka po songkapa chosunampa pewala geki sama siwadang tungki malu sawasho dadan sengi dosendan drewa songi latene gewalo sentrapai tampayu reva gyushi ni modele sendele ni mengunyandele shi ni sintatu dele pel kunchu sungi jingilo kunchu sungi ngodruso kunchu sungi trasi sho jesu lama kusen rap ting ching nam katrini chochuke padang lo samten pedro mi sabsungi dro e mun satatu ni gyushi gang ri ra we ko we shin kam den ben nan de ma lu gyo we ne chen se wan ten sing get so yi sha pen shi de ba do teng gyu shi hom tong pe ngo tru ma lo pa den de da la so du so ko dan den pa long chot nam ke ba so shi shuk ten sel. Thank you again for sharing your time with me, and I do look forward to you sharing more with me. Thank you.